Captain David Anderson. Captain David Anderson is a rejected Spectre candidate. Close working relationship with Commander Shepard before destruction of the Normandy SR-1. Monitor communications for renewed contact with Shepard. Military correspondence. Intercept 1612. Secure convoy 4673. Encrypted 3467DA 225. Sender Captain Farah Gallipoli. I want to say Gallipoli, but Captain Farah Gallipoli, Octorus Station. David Anderson, I've been asked to step in on the matter of your continued vocal and insistent support of Commander Shepard, formerly of the SR-1 Normandy, within the Alliance military and to third-party contracts. Contracts. The matter of Commander Shepard and his involvement in the attack on the Citadel Station is of high value to military intelligence and the Galactic Council. To that end, we respectfully ask you to cease and desist your continued investigation that has been deemed closed and sealed for 2 solar years. Your continued agitation in this matter is deemed a high security risk with potential repercussions for galactic security. Please consider our position carefully. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact my office. Sincerely, Captain Farah Gallipoli, Assistant in Charge of Operations, Arcturus Station. Personal correspondence. Intercept 423, number 12947 DA325. Sender Cynthia Barris, Atlanta, Earth. David, Henry and I went to Jason's graduation ceremony in San Francisco today. Such a beautiful occasion, all those gowns and bright spirits, so much potential. I know Henry would frown at the thought, but I couldn't help recalling the pomp around your appointment to the Hastings. You were the second in command, weren't you? The military always did ceremony very well. That was a lifetime ago. Jason says to send his best. I'm so proud of him. Aerospace engineer. I don't pretend to understand what he does, but the gleam in his eyes when he is trying to explain his latest design to me says that he has found his place in this universe. He wanted you to be there, at his ceremony, but I know duty calls. He sees you as a heroic figure off fighting grand battles in space. I hope you can make it for the holidays this year. Henry asked just the other day. I know you don't see eye to eye on much, but he respects you. He respects what you do. And you know Jason is over the moon when you can take the time to review his ship designs. Let me know about the holidays, and David, please be careful. Love, Cynthia. Recent transactions. Catalogue order, Dionysus Imports. Video download, Saren, A Hero Betrayed. Purchase 2233DA116. Modus Valley brand, 2 bottles, white wine. Video download, Damaged, The Truth Behind the Citadel Crisis. Purchase 8785DA342, Ilium Elite brand, 1 bottle, gold label Irasa. Video download, The Path of Lies, A History of the Alliance Military. Video download, Afraid of the Dark, Reapers, Collectors, and Other Myths. Purchase 2543DA226, Red Janey brand, 2 bottles, special stock vodka. Services, Clean Sweep Home Maintenance. So out of place, it seems. Yes, so he's looking into these conspiracy theories in case they're true, one assumes. He's worried they might be right. Admiral Hackett, commanding officer of the Alliance Navy's 5th Fleet, worked with Commander Shepard before destruction of the Normandy SR-1. A deep cover operative is scheduled to replace his current aide in 2 months. Right. From Major Caleb Antella to Admiral Stephen Hackett. Subject, taking action on Commander Shepard's return. Sir, we've confirmed sightings of Commander Shepard on Omega, and that the commander is now working for the terrorist organization Cerberus. Several Alliance officials have let it be known that they consider it crucial that we interrogate humanity's first Spectre on his apparent desertion of the Alliance and the Citadel. If we bring Shepard in now, we can gather an account of the commander's past 2 years without being pressured by the galactic media to leak potentially sensitive data. In light of this, I am officially requesting that you rescind your orders against Alliance contact with Shepard. Rest assured, our department is dedicated to the commander's safety. Provided that Shepard is cooperative in furnishing us with a detailed report of his previous whereabouts and current work for Cerberus, we anticipate releasing him from Alliance custody no later than 5 to 7 months from acquisition. Respectfully awaiting your reply, Major Antela, Department of Internal Naval Affairs. From Admiral Stephen Hackett to Major Caleb Antela. Subject, Ray, taking action on Commander Shepard's return. Major Antela, Request denied. Hack it. Tad firm. The Shadow Broker. Classified. Okay. Why would he have... Oh, mail archive. So this is just where he stores his emails. Fair enough. It seems a little odd for him to have a report on himself. To Shadow Broker from Operative Ketchlu. Per your request, we've landed on the Yarg homeworld and captured a specimen for your studies. We actually had to kill several of them before finding this one, which seemed interested in leaving the planet. Hopefully this means he's more tractable. I do recommend caution, however. These creatures may indeed be valuable shock troops or bodyguards, but their savagery puts even the Krogan to shame. As near as we can tell, it's part of their culture. They're not simple brutes like most Krogan. The one we've got is learning nearly as fast as a Solarian. He can be more dangerous than you realise. To Operative Ketchlu, from Shadow Broker. If you're reading this, my young friend, then you've eliminated the former Operative Ketchlu and have taken his position. These past few months have seen you learn and grow at a rate I would not have credited had I not seen to it personally. You already understand 17 languages without translator assistance, and your political predictions have bettered some of my best agents. As Ketchlu, you will command strike teams to gather intelligence and neutralize potential threats. Remember your training. Using your temper costs you that priceless mind of yours, as well as the loyalty of your men. The Shadow Broker leads those who look for secrets. He must be trusted by his men so that he can in turn trust them. Gathering in knowledge is a holy task, one I'm sure you understand, as you wanted to be off your homeworld so badly to see what wonders awaited you there. Please provide an update of all operations, Ketchlu, and know that I'm proud of you. So, he replaced the previous Ketchlu with the Yarg, who became the Shadow Broker. I'm guessing is what happened. So, so he's like, okay, you're really intelligent, and you're picking up things really quickly, so I'm going to make you an operative. Right. To all from Shadow Broker. Remove Operative Ketchlu immediately. He's too dangerous to leave alive. Engage only with numerical superiority. Otherwise, change all access codes and observe only. Provide no information. Ketchlu must not be allowed any further access to... Message ends. So, he's worried... So, the Shadow Broker, the former Shadow Broker, is worried about this Yarg. Who he's worried about. He's worried about the new Ketchlu, because he's too dangerous now. To all. Shadow Broker. Operative Ketchlu is no longer a problem. Discontinue code changes and resume normal activity. I want a status report on all operations by the end of the next solar day. Shadow Broker out. And this is the same thing that Liara said. I want a status report on all operations by the end of the next solar day. I'm guessing he managed to get on board and kill the Shadow Broker, and so he's now replaced him. I'm guessing is what happened. Okay. I've read all of the... I've read everything about them. Yes. Yeah, I've read these bits and I've read the other bits. So, yeah, So I think what we'll do is we'll read and listen to any codices we've not previously done, but we've done everything else, I think. Could take a ship model. Yoink. May as well have some. Don't want it to be completely empty. Right, so let's have a look at some of these codices then. Right. Arrival, the Reaper's Secrets. Let's not look at that until... So we'll do the Arrival stuff after we've done Arrival, I think. Right. Shadow Games. The Yarg are a race of massive apex predators from the world of Parnak, whose rise to sentience in no way blunted their violent nature. A group of Yarg is unable to cooperate until a single leader has been determined through either social maneuvering or brute force. But no grudges are held once a Yarg establishes dominance. Former rivals serve their new superior's purpose with unflinching loyalty and relentless determination, a legacy of their origin as pack species. Their 8 eyes are another sign of their hunter ancestry. All 4 pairs are geared towards tracking down and predicting the movements of prey. Sophisticated and keenly developed sensitivity to movement and light have made Yargs master at reading body language regardless of species. Much to their short-lived chagrin, the Council's first contact teams discovered it was nearly impossible to lie to the Yarg. The Yarg had technology equivalent to 20th century Earth standards when they were discovered by the Council in 2125. The Council's ambassadors approached the Yarg as friends and allies instead of subordinates, a baffling sign of contempt from newcomers on Parnack. The Arg attacked when it became apparent that the alien diplomats stubbornly considered themselves sovereign people instead of new underlings. Parnack remains off-limits by order of the Council, which fears that the Yarg's size, aggression, and obsession with control makes them poorly suited for integration into the galactic community. Right, okay. We'll leave the arrival stuff. Geth heretics. Conversations with the Geth programs dubbed Legion have brought to light a profound schism in Geth society. When Saren Arterius approached the Geth in the dreadnought Sovereign, some of them chose to follow him, but most did not. Saren's followers were allowed to leave Geth society, but were dubbed heretics by those that remained. This revelation implies several things. First, the majority of Geth chose not to attack organic society. Second, the Geth forces the Council and Alliance fleets have battled the last 2 years represent only a small portion of their actual military and economic power, perhaps as little as 5% of mainstream Geth society. Third, this schism suggests that individual Geth possess more free will and perhaps even personality than previously suspected. Without such individuality, no Geth could have deviated from the group decision to join or reject Saren's mission. There could not have been a division. Finally, there is the matter of Legion's word choice. The Geth used the English word heretics to describe Saren's followers. Of the many words Legion could have chosen, nonconformist, dissenters, rebels, etc., only the word heretic suggests a broadly accepted Geth philosophy or religion, and that the actions of Saren's allies violated this orthodoxy. Technology. The most difficult aspect of Geth existence for organics to comprehend is that a body is meaningless to Geth. The biped form commonly perceived as a Geth is nothing more than a mobile platform. A Geth software, hundreds of programs whose interactions mimic organic consciousness, can be installed in any given hardware. The Geth that was a bipedal soldier an hour ago may now be a quadruped heavy armature and, in another hour, might be a starship. Between tasks, Geth programs upload to gigantic space station mainframes that allow billions of programs to exchange thoughts and memories with minimal lag. The claim that the Geth are an example of the extreme risk posed by AI development is misleading. As opposed to the top-down design of organic created AIs in which hardware and software are specifically designed to achieve consciousness, Geth are a bottom-up model. They were never intended to possess more than animal-level trainable reasoning. Designed as VI-driven robots, not significantly different from modern security mechs, Geth consciousness developed as their adaptive learning programs interacted with one another via networked processing. The Geth codebase discovered that 3 individual robots using a wireless local network to form a single mind could perform many tasks more efficiently than they could as individuals. As these local networks were more heavily exploited, they reached a critical mass of processing, achieving consciousness. Modern Geth retain this remarkable interconnectivity, constantly exchanging data with one another and networking to increase their cognitive abilities. To Geth, these mind-sharing abilities are as natural and unconscious as breathing is to most organics. Anything else down here? Nope. Yes, we've got everything from here. Right. Primary. A lot of stuff I've missed in the primaries, it looks like.
In the early 20s,
No.
living beyond
The Praetorians.
Hovering tanks resembling a cross between an octopus and a giant crab. Praetorians are well-armored killing machines of mysterious origin. Praetorians employ redundant systems from the multiple humans encased within them. Armed with eye-mounted particle beams and capable of attacks at close range, they teleport to evade attack while regenerating their shields. Within hours after death, the organic components of Praetorian corpses disintegrate into a denatured pus, while their mechanisms turn to ash. One specimen, autopsied within minutes of death, reveals a clue. Nanomachines may disintegrate the Praetorians' organic and mechanical components before self-destructing. If correct, this self-rendering hypothesis could account for 3 documented cases of dead Praetorians apparently releasing or becoming clouds of neurotoxic gases, causing suffocating paralysis and nearly instant death. In one remote facility, 17 soldiers died from gas inhalation while assessing the Praetorian. Any personnel in the vicinity of dead Praetorians are urged to protect themselves with breathing apparatus.
I never noticed this before. The kind of dead humans. I thought they were just completely robotic. Ooh.
A myth, Reaper indoctrination, is an insidious means of corrupting organic minds, reprogramming the brain through physical and psychological conditioning, using electromagnetic fields, infrasonic and ultrasonic noise, and other subliminal methods.
Okay.
The Reaper's resulting control over the limbic system leaves the victim highly susceptible to its suggestions.
Right, okay.
Organics undergoing indoctrination may complain of headaches and buzzing or ringing in their ears.
Mm-hmm.
As time passes, they have feelings of being watched and hallucinations of ghostly presences. Ultimately, the Reaper gains the ability to use the victim's body to amplify its signals, manifesting as alien voices in the mind.
Okay, so that's the collection, isn't it?
Indoctrination can create perfect deep cover agents. A Reaper's suggestions can manipulate victims into betraying friends, trusting enemies, or viewing the Reaper itself with superstitious awe. Should a Reaper subvert a well-placed political or military leader, the resulting chaos can bring down nations. Long-term physical effects of the manipulation are unsustainable. Higher mental functioning decays, ultimately leaving the victim a gibbering animal. Rapid indoctrination is possible, but causes this decay in days or weeks. Slow, patient indoctrination allows the thrall to last for months or years.
Because, of course, that's why Sovereign couldn't indoctrinate Saren, because then he'd lose his mind. Right. And obviously this is also what happened on the ship when we went to get the Reaper IFF. Sovereign. Oops.
Reaper in the flagship of the rogue ex-Spectre, Saren Arterius. Sovereign is a devastating dreadnought of unprecedented power. At 2 kilometers long, Sovereign was believed to have been powered by a gigantic Element Zero core, the only energy source potent enough to land the massive vessel on a planet. During the Eden Prime War, the ship unleashed its peerless destructive force against which Citadel Council ships were defenseless.
But we still took it
With
down.
a virtually indestructible flagship and a crew of fanatic Geth and Krogan, Saren nearly succeeded in wiping out all his enemies. Only the resourcefulness and bravery of the commander and crew of the SSV Normandy stopped him.
Woo!
The overwhelming power of Sovereign ignited bizarre speculation in tabloid media that the vessel was sent by extragalactic invaders, or was, despite indeterminate photographic evidence at best, a single giant robot. Some sources even claimed that Sovereign was alive. Such conjecture, however baseless, remains to this day.